Hello, everyone. It is the Prophet Michael David, aka Aries, and I hope everyone is having a great day. Okay, first things first, addressing the title of this video recap. Yeah, we're going to be recapping all the crazy things I've said up to this date. And then after that, going to do a short intro into my next video, which is going to be about the twin prime conjecture solution that I have. And then also the thumbnail of this video, emet, which means truth or truthfulness in Hebrew. It's a concept we'll go over repeatedly in the future, but it's more of a Easter egg thing for this video. Okay, recap. My full legal given name is Michael David Harrison. I was born on May 11th, 1978 in Iowa City, Iowa. I graduated from Iowa State University in 2004. Now, I cannot find my birth certificate. I've looked before, and it's got to be around here somewhere, but I do have my college diploma, so here it is. Doing this because as a person that claims to not ever lie or need to and speaks directly to God and the angel of the Lord, that there are certain situations where I need to prove stuff to, just so you guys actually have proof or can look something up. So why is the name Michael David, son of David, so important? Well, honestly, it's because it's the most messianic name you've ever heard. Try to come up with a better one, at least for the Abrahamic religions. We'll leave the East out of this for now. I was born in the West, obviously. But come up with a better messianic name than Michael David, son of David. You can't. I can't. Nobody can. I've tried for multiple years now. So why is my Taurus birthday of May 11th so important? Well, because it's the mean and average of all Mother's Days. It's also 36 days after my Aries birthday, April 5th, which is the only acceptable day of revelation because of the 3, 4, 5 thing. April 5th is 4, 5. And then May 11th is the only day that is 36 days before the prophet Tupac Amaru Shakur's birthday of June 16th. And that doesn't include that my parents' wedding day, which is February 28th, 1976, February 28th is exactly 36 days before April 5th, except on leap years. And my mother's birthday, August 27th, also falls on the 36s. 108 days after my Taurus birthday and 72 days after Tupac's birthday on August 27th, 1956. Brings me back to a point that I've made before about how rare my name and birthday composition really is. Okay, I misstated it before, or most likely did, in my video named 1 in 500 trillion or whatever, but it all has to do with how likely somebody is to be named Michael or named David or their father being named David. And from the most recent data that I found, and this is the lower bounds and everything, chances of anybody being named Michael or middle name Michael is 1 in 206, and anybody's chances of being named David or middle name David is 1 in 237. So therefore, the odds of anybody being named Michael David, son of David, are roughly 1 in 11.6 million. I posted the math right after this. And then therefore, for anybody to be named Michael David, son of David, born on May 11th, is roughly 1 in 4.2 billion people. I posted the math right after this. And in conclusion, as there are only roughly 8 billion humans on the planet, and roughly 4 billion of those humans are men, that means there should be roughly less than one Michael David, son of David, who was born on May 11th, walking around on the planet right now. And there's at least one because you're looking at him, but I'm probably the only one. Which brings me into the transition part of this video into the math part. But let me just say, we would not be having this conversation. This YouTube channel would not exist if my name wasn't Michael David. If my name was Ned Flanders, we would not be having this conversation. If my name were Max Powers, we would not be having this conversation. It's only because I have the most messianic name in the history of the world. So now maths. So what am I going to do in the next video? Well, next video, I am going to solve the twin prime conjecture for you all. How am I going to do this? And is it going to be real complicated to understand? No, hopefully not. It's going to be all geometry and lines and figures and colors and stuff, and I will give like explanations, but a small amount of algebra, but that's it. It's not going to be anything hugely confusing or convoluted. Otherwise, I wouldn't try to teach you all it. What's going to be the format? Pretty much the same one I've been using. I know it seems low tech, and oh, he shows a screenshot of a YouTube video that you would have to freeze the video and open another YouTube video, but that's how God wants me to do it. She wants it to be more interactive, not you just all sitting there like a bunch of zombies. If you do want to look through the video and not look anything up, free will, but I'm giving you every opportunity to check me out more and more. So I guess lastly, for anybody that's watched the video all the way through, you might be asking, well, if this guy can solve the twin prime conjecture, why doesn't he just write a paper about it and win a Nobel Prize? It's a very good question. And for a long time, I was thinking about doing that. I'd even contacted some mathematicians when my work was less developed than it is now. But as I've said before, once I became a Shiach around September 29th, Michaelmas of 2022, all those wills and desires fell off. God still wants like people to do that. And so I guess her will right now is if I show enough people how to do it on YouTube, somebody will write a paper about it. But since they didn't invent it, it'll eventually get back to me anyway. And then, we'll have to speak all about the God stuff as well. All right. Before I sign off with the regular stuff, let me just say, as weird as it is to you all that somebody might be actually acting in good faith, my God-given gifts are not to use to take advantage of you all and become another billionaire or the first trillionaire and everything. I have no will to do that. I understand exactly what I am and exactly what I'm supposed to do, and that is to help you all and teach you all. So, as always, rule number one: do not touch other people without their consent. And rule number two: try not to lie. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you later.